The Northland is an amazing place, and we're hitting the road to show off your town. Today, the spotlight's on you, Virginia. Your town in Virginia, Minnesota
From the
starts
Iron
now.
Range, we are on the road again for our first trip in our Your Town Summer Series. Today, we're broadcasting from the beautiful city of Virginia in St. Louis County, and we are so excited to show you everything it has to offer. Good evening, I'm Briggs LaSavage.
And I'm Dan Wolf. Thank you so much for joining us. It is now a perfect day to be broadcasting live from Olcott Park in Virginia. Earlier, it was a perfect day to be a giant loon or a duck or any kind of waterfowl. Now,
Right.
it's a good day to be a news person here.
Absolutely. If you saw our 4 o'clock show, you saw the rain coming down pretty good on our team there. So I'm feeling a little
Yeah.
guilty now that the sun is shining and is absolutely perfect here in Virginia.
I don't feel guilty at all. It's a beautiful day now. I just happened to pull up right when the rain was stopping, and so
happened to pull
okay,
up.
maybe I feel a little guilty. It's a great time to be here in beautiful Virginia. We've got a lot planned for you in the show today.
Yeah, we sure do. And in this beautiful city, there is plenty to show you. So here is a quick look at the city's history and what you can expect in this broadcast.
This is Virginia, Minnesota. Nestled in the heart of St. Louis County, Virginia has a population of around 8,400. The first city incorporated in the region in 1895, this commerce hub on the Mesabi Range has prospered on iron ore mining. Right now, we're broadcasting from the beautiful Olcott Park, which also hosts concerts in the summer. We're on the cusp of the Land of the Loon Festival, and you'll catch a glimpse of the world's largest floating loon in today's show. You'll also hear about efforts to revive Virginia's downtown and what prompted a California filmmaker to invest in the Iron Range. All that and more as we explore your town.
Well, as you just saw there, the city of Virginia's history spans decades.
Yeah, and it's actually on display through 8 colorful murals all across town. Check them out. The first mural was painted back in 2008 and the last in 2015. This one right here honors a man named Marty Beyondich, who passed away in 1999. Marty was known for keeping the downtown streets clean and smiling at everyone who passed by. He also had a deep love for baseball and could often be spotted at Little League games across town. Other murals celebrate the local Ojibwe history and the city's marching band.
And a big event to kick off summer is happening right here in Olcott Park and throughout the city this weekend. The Land of the Loon Festival takes place in Virginia each year. It's an ethnic arts and crafts festival celebrating the culture and customs of the diverse people who settled in northeastern Minnesota. The colorful traditions are on display Saturday and Sunday through the artists, crafters, musicians, food, and many, many vendors who will be there. All of the fun kicks off Saturday morning with a big parade downtown. And of course, you can't have a Land of the Loon Festival without a loon, right?
I guess we should address the elephant-sized loon in the room here. The massive loon you see behind us, it's making its way down Chestnut Street during Saturday's parade. And it's something you really can't miss. It's the world's largest floating loon. And I got to meet her this week. The loon with no name has called Silver Lake her summer home for decades now, with her history dating back to the late 70s.
The original loon was built in 1979. It was a paper mache loon, and it lasted for about 2 years before it had to be rebuilt.
So the local JC Club got to work in 1982, creating this 9-foot tall, 21-foot long fiberglass bird that spent almost as much time traveling as it has floating in Silver Lake. So coming up tonight at 6, we're going to show you the cause that has this loon migrating south to the Twin Cities a little bit later this summer.
She is very impressive. Quite the sight
Yeah.
to see. I've never seen her in person, so we took a few pictures with her.
Yeah,
earlier.
seriously. I mean, you kind of have to when you're around it.
You do. Very pretty loon. Well, we have so much more to cover here, but before we get to the fun events taking place in Virginia, there's a lot going on around the Twin Ports, too.
Yeah, let's throw it back to Madison Green, who's in studio tracking today's top stories. Madison, what's going on?
Dan and Briggs, thank you so much. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited Duluth today, pushing for senior citizens to get out and vote. Her visit is part of a multi-day tour to promote Seniors for Biden-Harris, a national organization to energize older voters. The First Lady spoke to seniors at the Lincoln Park Community Center this afternoon. In her speech, she emphasized that seniors need to vote because she says their rights and democracy are at risk with Trump in the running.
Yes, seniors are going to vote this November. But we're going to bring our years of experience to meet this moment as if our rights are at risk, because they are.
The First Lady will now head to California for the night before a visit to Reno, Nevada tomorrow. Candidates for the Minnesota House of Representatives are participating in a community forum today. Lake County Press and Two Harbors Community Radio are hosting the discussions. Tonight's forum focuses on the State House District 3B. Incumbent Republican Representative Natalie Zalesnikar will participate along with DFL candidate Mark Munger. The forum begins at 6 p.m. at Two Harbors High School. Roger Scraba, Republican representative for District 3A, and DFL candidate Harley Droba were supposed to have their forum last night, but it's been rescheduled due to the weather. Treasure hunters and curious shoppers alike will be out on Park Point this weekend. The 42nd annual Park Point Rummage Sale is tomorrow and Saturday from 8 to 5. The sale features dozens of home garage sales and even a few food trucks. Organizers say to expect large crowds and be prepared to walk. They also ask drivers to be slow out on the point. And I know if we're walking, then we are hoping for some good weather. But to hear more about the forecast, let's send it back to Virginia for our Your Town show, where meteorologist Adam Lorch is tracking our conditions. Adam, it looks like a completely different day out there. And I even hear you may have a special furry guest with you that made the trip too.
Yeah, absolutely, Madison. Of course, had to bring Cosmo along. It is Thursday, so he's hanging out, just chilling on the greens. I mean, it is a beautiful day. Get outside, do a little bit of mini golf. Wasn't the same case about an hour ago for our 4 o'clock show. That was definitely a little bumpy, but yeah, I mean, the sun is out now. Looks like it's gonna be pretty nice. We might get hit by another shower or two, so let's take a look at what we got going on satellite and radar right now. We do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving across areas of northeast Minnesota and starting to kind of move through the Twin Ports and into northwest Wisconsin as well. These are just some quick run-of-the-mill showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe is expected here out of these, which is good after the plethora of severe weather that we had yesterday afternoon. Not bad temperature-wise, 64 in Hibbing, 66 in Duluth, 81 in Hinckley and Siren, 78 in Hayward, 73 in Grand Rapids, and 64 for Grand Marais. The winds are fairly light coming in out of the west and northwest. Pretty calm for the most part across much of the Iron Range and the Twin Ports area, but 5 to 15 in a couple of other spots. So here's your Father's Day weekend forecast. It's not looking too bad. Saturday, partly sunny to mostly cloudy. There will be some sunshine, and a few folks could see a stray shower or two. But on Sunday, a better chance of seeing more widespread showers and thunderstorms, so you're definitely going to want to keep that in mind. Dads out there, if you do plan on doing any grilling, I was kind of hoping to smoke some meats this weekend, so I might have to dodge the rain showers there a little bit. But in the meantime, Cosmo and I are just going to hang out here, maybe play a round or two of some mini golf. He loves chasing the balls around on the green so far. He's been having fun with that. So yeah, that's all that I got for weather for now. I'll have that full forecast for you guys in a little bit, and I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, the sun has come back out here. It's amazing to me that the Cosmo Cam travels.
Right?
Not just in the studio, but anywhere he goes, he's got his own camera.
I know. I think Cosmo too happy to be a little drier now that he's out at the
Seriously.
golf course after 4 o'clock. He was looking a little wet, but
know,
much happier pup.
He's like, why did you bring me here? Now he's happy. Now he's having a good time. Well, here in Virginia, the city isn't like many other communities where the highway leads you straight into downtown.
Yeah, that's right. Instead, they have to help find excuses to draw people there. And I spoke with a group dedicated to doing exactly that. After just a couple months in business, things are moving quickly for Five and Go in Virginia.
Love our town, Virginia, and just wanted to bring something for the community to enjoy.
The now brick and mortar restaurant born when Fifth Degree Coffee and Go Figures food truck joined forces. Two friends coming together to bring something new to downtown.
Alex, he's kind of the big creative portion of the whole food. So every 2 weeks or so, we've got a variety of new items on the menu. And then our coffee, it's all fresh roasted coffee that I do.
But it took a lot of effort to get to this point. Five and Go's owners worked with several local organizations to get funding for a new floor, new roof, plumbing, and more, all to get this old space on Chestnut Street ready to serve customers again. Something Sean Herhusky with the group Revive Virginia hopes to see a lot more of.
Revive Virginia is a nonprofit dedicated to restoring Virginia's downtown. And we do that through a variety of different ways. We do that through some of our downtown rehabilitation work, where we fix up old buildings and bring them back to life so that businesses can occupy them.
Since forming in 2018, the all-volunteer group that runs off grants and fundraising has already helped flip several downtown spaces. And Vice President Paul Gregerson has his eye on a few more big projects down the road.
I'm working on pitching to revive renovation of the Lyric Opera House that was built in 1912. At one point, Virginia had 11 theaters. It's a great opportunity for us to revitalize this part of downtown, make it kind of like the art wing of downtown.
The other piece to their puzzle is drawing more people downtown, which Revive Virginia has done through events like the Twilight Parade in November and the rapidly growing Food Truck Festival.
So it's been a huge economic and social boon for Virginia right now.
The 6th annual is coming up in September.
To all the customers and clients coming in, checking out all these food trucks, they get to say, here's a nice local business I'd like to check out. And it's places they might not normally see or stop into, but as they're here for the event, it just spills over to all local businesses.
Efforts that are only possible with dozens of Revive Virginia volunteers.
If you live here, you want to see it grow, survive, thrive.
Helping lay the building blocks for the Queen City's future.
Whenever people talk about the range, they talk about the history of the range, and our goal is to create a new history.
In Virginia, Briggs LaSavage, Northern News Now. Such a cool group with an awesome mission. And by the way, if you want to check out that food truck festival, it features 24 food trucks from all around the region. Yeah, very impressive. And it's coming up on September 21st. So still plenty of time to make plans to get up there.
Yeah, and I think I will make plans to check that out. We have more information on Revive Virginia's events and how aspiring entrepreneurs can get in touch with them on our website. And by the way, it's not just the city. Virginia Shop is hoping to revive the region by helping keep the Iron Range's Scandinavian history alive. Irma Peterson first opened the Finland House about 6 decades ago. Now Catherine Brandville owns it. She sells all kinds of Nordic items, including sauna supplies, jewelry, candies, and more. And many people on the range have ancestors who settled here from Finland, Sweden, Denmark, or Norway. Brandville says those folks have a strong connection to their Nordic heritage, and having opportunities to celebrate and dive into that is important.
Nordic countries consistently rank among the happiest countries in the world. And so I think people are really paying attention to some of their social practices, their lifestyle, their interest in health and wellness.
And Brandville says her shop celebrates all the big Nordic holidays like St. Urho's Day, Midsummer, and some others. And while we're talking about holidays, Juneteenth is coming up next week, a state holiday now 1 year after Governor Walz declared it as one.
Yeah, and Virginia is hosting a big celebration in honor of the day. It's happening from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Wednesday on the 500 block of Chestnut Street downtown. There will be kids' activities, free food, live entertainment, and a whole lot more. Voices for Ethnic and Multicultural Awareness, or VEMA, is one of the hosts. They say while the celebration is for everyone, it's especially important for the African American community as they commemorate the end of slavery in the U.S. Well, still a whole lot more to come here in Virginia. We'll share the exciting story behind an Iron Range Bakery's journey to stardom.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're up here in Virginia. I'm live at Green on 14th, which Rob Coles will be talking to the owners here a lot more about what's going on here with some mini golf. I guess Cosmo's just going to go off and do his own thing. That's fine. Let's take a look at what's going on the weather right now, or in the weather world right now. We do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms out there in a few areas. And, you know, it's not going to be anything severe or anything like that, just some run-of-the-mill rain showers. Zooming in across the Arrowhead region, that's where we're seeing kind of most of the action, but it is moving across the Bayfield Peninsula right now as well. These showers won't be lasting too much longer, maybe another couple of hours or so, and then we should see things kind of simmer down. In fact, we're already seeing the thunderstorm activity dwindle across the Arrowhead. Not a whole lot of lightning strikes anytime recently. So as we head through the rest of tonight, again by about 8:30, clear skies, quiet conditions out there. We're going to continue to see pretty quiet conditions here throughout the rest of the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. We'll start off tomorrow morning with some fog in some areas, but generally expecting mostly sunny skies to start out, and then really throughout the rest of the day we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine. So should turn out to be a pretty beautiful end of the week for us. Now as we head into Saturday, we're going to start to introduce a chance of scattered showers. The initial showers that move in here on Saturday might not be making it to the ground initially, but there will be a slight chance of a few scattered showers in the afternoon as well. Otherwise, into Sunday, that's going to be our next best chance of seeing more widespread showers and rumbles of thunder. Like I mentioned, there could be a little bit of patchy dense fog in a few areas tomorrow morning. I think more so Saturday morning, especially around the head of the lake. We're going to be seeing some more dense fog developing there into early Saturday morning, so just be aware of that if you do have any travel plans at all here on Saturday. As we head into Saturday afternoon, again, that fog should be lifting. So right now we're sitting in the 60s and 70s and even 80s, and actually even 50s. We got 57 up in Ely, but 81 in Hinckley and Siren right now, so a big temperature spread depending on where you live. Arrowhead generally a little bit cooler for all the clouds and rain that we've been seeing. Across the upper Midwest tomorrow, temperatures will be topping out in the 70s and 80s. I generally expect to see mostly sunny skies. Should turn out to be a pretty beautiful day tomorrow across the entire upper Midwest. So here's your 3-day forecast. Tomorrow, gorgeous. As we head into Saturday, we'll introduce that chance of a few scattered showers, more clouds. Sunday, a 40% chance of scattered showers and even thunderstorms across areas to the north. A little bit better chance across areas to the south on Sunday, but Sunday highs making it well into the 80s across areas of northern Wisconsin and into the upper peninsula. So here's a look at your extended forecast. We'll be seeing some more showers and thunderstorms as we head into next week, but those warm temperatures stick around. Beautiful day out here right now. Cosmo found his peanut butter Kong over here in the grass. That's why he wanted to get away. He's like, Dad, I'm done with the news. Let's go chew on a big plastic Kong with some peanut butter. So I'll let him do that. I'm gonna buzz back over to you guys. So I'll see you guys here in just a little bit.
Looks like Adam and Cosmo both having a great time.
Seriously, if you tuned in at 4 o'clock, you thought we were doing hurricane coverage.
Right.
And now it's just a beautiful day. So it's fantastic. Just feel bad for the 4 o'clock show.
Absolutely.
As we continue our focus on Virginia and the range here, a bakery on the range is creating quite the buzz, not only for their sweet treats, but the sweet partnership between a California filmmaker and a Chisholm business owner. Robert Enriquez and Lloyd Cho own Black Bear Bakery and Coffee in Chisholm. They met 2 years ago when Enriquez, who lives in Los Angeles, came to the range to shoot a movie called Cash for Gold. Enriquez hired Cho to work on his film, and the two quickly bonded over business and, you guessed it, sweets, buying the bakery for sale on Main Street.
What I love about whenever I go to Chisholm, you walk down the street and you say hi to people and they know you, and you know there's just a very generous feeling of the people and camaraderie that I just love.
Enriquez says the bakery is just the beginning. They hope to invest in more properties as partners because of Minnesota's film production tax credit. Enriquez says many more filmmakers are scouting the Iron Range for future products. Pretty cool business they got going. And still to come, we're going to check in with reporter Rob Coles, who's hopefully dried out since his interesting experience at 4.
Why, he's having a terrific time next.
Well, welcome back. As we've been saying, from festivals to eating sweet treats, there's plenty to do here in Virginia.
That's absolutely true. And for a local couple, an expertise in fun helped inspire them to start a local business that's unforgettable. See what I did there? A little golf pun, Dan.
I see what you did there. We're joined by Northern News Now's Rob Coles, who originally washed away down the highway to Eveleth. He swam back and is now live for us now that the sun's out. Rob, you doing okay?
Yeah, it's beautiful here at Dan & Briggs. I am over at Greens on 14th. Now they've got 18 holes of mini golf. They have golf balls that will float in the water if necessary. It was necessary about an hour ago. Got a 10-foot waterfall. But none of this would have been here if it wasn't for a couple of Iron Rangers taking a chance a few years ago. I'm joined by co-owner Tanya Carlson. Tanya, tell me, what inspired you to start this business?
Well, it was 2020, and Steve he came to me and he said we should do something on our own. And initially I said, well, we're not really that good at anything. And then it was about 2 weeks later, and it kind of hit me. And we traveled with our family, with our kids, vacationing. And I said, you know, we're good at fun. Let's do something fun.
And this is definitely a fun business.
Yes,
and we should say,
we love it.
Steve is your husband.
Yes.
Now let's have some fun. We're going to play some mini golf. Now I should warn you, I am equally bad at all sports. So
that's okay. Anybody can play mini golf. That's what we're all about.
Okay, we're going to head up here. Now I'm told from the sign that this is a par 3.
This is a par 3. This is a hole 11, which is kind of a fan favorite.
All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see. Boom!
That's a really good shot.
Okay. No. Oh, wait. Oh. All right.
That was
Tanya,
really
you want to
good.
come and help me down here real quick?
All right. Let's go.
Any final advice before I try to make it in?
So you want to square up.
Okay.
Square up. Feet are spread apart a little bit. Knees a little bit bent.
All right, let me try here.
Follow your shot. You're close.
You know what? Yeah. So I'll work on that a little bit more tonight. All right, we'll be right back.
Well, it has been a wonderful day broadcasting live from beautiful Virginia. The sun is out now, making it even more beautiful. A big thank you to our crew behind the scenes who have just made this a very spectacular show. We've got a wonderful studio audience here with us in Olcott Park too, so it's been great. We've met so many wonderful people and visited so many awesome places and seen some amazing things here. But there's still so many more stories to tell too. So if you ever have a story idea for us, whether that's about Virginia or anywhere else, be sure to let us know so we can share your stories as well. Well, before we go, there is so much more to the Iron Range than just what we had time to show you today.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good way to see a lot of the range, the Mesabi Trail is pretty much the perfect option. It's a paved trail stretching 162 miles, connecting 28 communities. The scenery is beautiful, taking bikers, walkers, and runners past lakes and old iron ore mine pits, plenty of wildlife. The trail actually starts in Grand Rapids. It ends in Ely, making a pit stop right here in Virginia, where we've had a great day so far.
Yeah, and aren't you guys glad to be dry during this 5 o'clock show?
Yeah. I went from like cold and wet to now like sweating.
Night and day. We'll see you again right here at 6 o'clock, where hopefully the sun will still be out.